role at Merakoi, if you are to believe my email signature, is patient engagement and recruitment. And that is exactly what it sounds like. So I match our Coispace patient expert community with potential and current projects based on the client's criteria. If we don't have them, I dive deeply into publicly available resources. I identify those patient experts, reach out to them, see if they're interested, and then get them onboarded and prepped for the projects. And I also often coordinate their sessions during a project. In terms of engagement, I craft and send the monthly patient expert newsletter and support with marketing. And finally, I'm also a patient expert myself. The mere involvement of patient experts dramatically makes a project better. So they are why Merakoi exists, to ensure that their voices are heard throughout healthcare and pharmaceutical projects in a way that creates real change. Their insights shine a light on the daily life struggles and the community pain points and the educational gaps with real emotion, the type that you can't get from an AI prompt. Not only that, but they have professional skills that allow our clients to see things from different perspectives and in different dimensions, furthering their understanding. Patient experts are most underused really early on in projects at the conception phase. Involving patient experts at this point means that less revisions are needed and the finished product or solution is real world ready. And with things like clinical trial design, this often leads to higher retention rates. And I think the most common misunderstanding about patient experts centres around what a patient expert is and what they can bring to the table. So at Merakoi, we don't just run tick box exercises. We don't ask patient experts to validate already finalised materials. I match the patient experts to projects based on their disease expertise, but also their professional and voluntary experiences too. There's always other criteria to match beyond what condition someone is living with. So it does vary a lot from project to project, and actually sometimes a project does require a comorbidity or an experience of a particular complication or side effect, but still beyond health. Sometimes we're looking for people who can help us design a project right from the very beginning. So they're helping with our interview questions, questionnaires, homework tasks, and sometimes they even co-moderate sessions. Patient experts might feed back on the outcomes of a project or even join the readout sessions with a client to add further context and depth to the conversation. Sometimes it's about what someone knows about the wider community, such as somebody who runs a support group or an advocacy project. And then there are other projects that might require someone to have marketing skills or content creation skills. So the additional criteria is project dependent. We're just so lucky to have this depth of knowledge and talent within our patient expert pool. My most used phrase, but with no secret meaning, is, do we have a fair market value rate? A constant frustration, which I can chuckle about now when I'm not being told that we need patient experts like yesterday. Having that kind of information up front is so important for when I'm reaching out to our patient expert partners. My go-to drink, if I want to stay sharp during a long day, is ceremonial-grade cacao. And if you've not tried it or looked into it, honestly, do. It's like coffee, but without the crash.
Tap that button. Subscribe now. Don't miss